Okay, guys, I wanted to assign this one with video, not just allow you guys to read it over. What I'm looking for is for you guys to be inventive uh, and take this assignment seriously. This pandemic, they're talking about now that this is going to be cycling through every year, just like the common flu, that it's now hitting the southern hemisphere. So this is not the last emergency that you're going to have in your lifetime. This is, however, the only time I have ever seen the federal government give out a stimulus package to each individual family to try to help them through. So that's not something we should ever count on. Um, but you guys need to find ways that you need to prepare. That's what this whole class is for. You're a consumer now, and how are you going to plan to provide for your family, for yourself, and to deal with society's issues that come up. So what I want you guys to do is think about 5 areas primarily, and that is food and necessities. What do you guys need saved up? You can give this to me in a number, you can give it to me in content, meaning what do you need? And when I say necessities, that's anything. Like uh, at the moment, toilet paper is a huge necessity. I haven't seen toilet paper on a shelf for over a week. And so that right there is one of the necessities that people might say, well, I need to have this much saved up constantly, in my storage. But whatever you guys can come up with, what is it that you need, food and necessities? Number 2, finances. How much savings do you need? You can give this to me as a monthly amount, like I need enough to cover how many months. You give to me as a monetary value. I need how many thousands of dollars or what have you, right? But you guys need to think about this. You guys can go online, you can search. Dave Ramsey, I think tonight has a free webinar, where he is going to talk to people about finances. You can actually go sign that up. You can go Google that and find out where and how to do that. Number 3, debt and versus savings. How do you attack one or the other or both? How do you do that? What is the most important for you to do right here? Um, and how do you gauge that? Now, that's wide open. There is no parameters I'm putting on that because this is for you guys to figure out. This is not for me to dictate. And so you guys need to find out, how do you determine savings versus debt? How are you going to attack that? Number 4, how do you deal with no money and bills, food, and your needs being met? How do you deal with that? What would you do? What would be your plan? Um, and so this is right now what people are facing, and people are stressed out. Um, I personally think the best thing to do is to stay calm. You've got to stay calm. You've got to keep your head about you. Don't just throw your arms up and cry. You've got to realize that people have gone through this from the dawn of time. They don't have what they need, and they got to figure out how to get it. And that's exactly what I want you guys to do. Spend some time thinking about how would you have your food, your needs, how would you pay your bills, would you move into your car? Seriously, I mean, these are issues. How would you determine or find what you need to be able to do? Number 5, last one, who's better off? Those that have less debt or those that have a bigger savings right now? You guys think about that and figure out, who do you think is better off, and what does that tell you about what you need to plan for? Okay, now I expect this to be an initial post. With all these 5 questions answered, you need to have at least 3 sources that you have gone out and found. Now, can it be a personal review? You bet. This is no one's an expert right now on what's going on here. Everyone is scrambling in a new territory. So you get 3 sources. Can they be personal? Yes. Can they be online? Yes. Can they be blogs? Yes. They can be. It's open. But you know how to determine if a blog is sound or if it is off the wall. Okay. And so you guys have a good head on your shoulders. You guys need to be able to do that. So with those 3 sources, with um, answering those 5 questions, the rest of it is pretty much the same. You need to be able to cite things in APA. You may need to quote each of your 3 sources, not paraphrase. You can paraphrase, but you need to have at least 1 quote from each source. And you need to be able to tie this all together and help you and everyone that reads it have a better sound footing because this is something that we might see again in the not too distant future.